Welcome to Larry the Alchemist, and on today's episode, a gig report. Saxon and Uriah Heep, Wednesday, April 24th, 2024, at the Hard Rock Event Center at the Tampa Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. I've got some live clips here I'm going to be sharing with you and giving you my thoughts on the gig. I was really excited for this one. I've seen Saxon a bunch of times. They've been on one time I was on the Monsters of Rock cruise. They were on there. They've been on the 70,000 Tons of Metal cruise. I've seen them on land. So I've seen Saxon a bunch of times, was excited to see them, but really for me, this was all about Uriah Heep. I was supposed to see Uriah Heep when they toured with Judas Priest, which I tried to figure out when this was, but I couldn't find it on the internet. I think it was maybe like 2019, 2020, early 2020. And I don't remember why I didn't go. It was kind of far from me, so maybe that played part of it. I think maybe they were part of a festival. I honestly can't remember, but I missed them then, and I thought, man, I hope this wasn't my last chance to see Uriah Heep, because I've never seen them live. Always wanted to see them. So I was very, very excited to see Uriah Heep. This was a true double headliner tour. Both bands played for roughly an hour and 15 minutes. And I thought it was interesting. I'm guessing what they were doing is they're flipping who is the last band to play the headliner. When I saw them, Saxon played last. Uriah Heep went on before them. I talked to my friend Darren, who does our Sabbath Sundays, and he said the same thing for him. Saxon was the headliner, but I think that they're sort of flipping, because the tour shirts, which I thought this was interesting, I've never seen this done before. The tour shirts were all the same, except you could get a shirt that had Saxon on the top, or you could get a shirt that had Uriah Heep on the top. It had both the band names on there, so that was cool. The Hard Rock Hotel Casino place is a very cool place to see a show. I like going to shows there. It's not that far from where I live. There's plenty of free parking, so it's easy to get in and out of the place. And it's just kind of a cool environment. You've got the restaurants, you've got the casino and the slot machines, although I'm not really into that kind of thing. It's a cool place. I like walking through the place. And of course, they have all kinds of like memorabilia and stuff on the walls. I'll show you a picture here. Outside the restaurant, they had Ronnie James Dio, the outfit he wore. I believe it was on the Sacred Heart tour. So that was really cool to see that. They also have right outside the event center, which is a nice sized place. They've got some seating. They've got some ground level floor. I'm going to guess that maybe it holds like 600 to 800 people. But it's a nice sized venue, but it's a nice stage, nice PA system. And right outside the entrance to the event center, you could go outside and sit by the pool on like a beach chair. There was a bar out there and everything. So between acts, you could go and sit out there, which I thought was really awesome. I wanted to take a picture of the outdoor area, but at the end of the concert, the area was locked. So you have to trust me. It was really, really cool to be able to hang out there while you were waiting for when the bands were changing over. I also think this was a great tour because Uriah Heep and Saxon, they're both British bands. They're both sort of similar in their sound in some ways. And they're both bands that, although Heep, their first album is 70, and Saxon's first album, I think, is 79, the back half of their careers, their current lineups, their current careers, their last so many records, I think have been really, really strong. I don't want to say these bands have reinvented themselves, because they really haven't changed their sound or anything, but they've just gotten really consistent in really like the 2000s on. I mean, for Saxon, for Uriah Heep, you would say maybe it was when Bernie Shaw, the vocalist, came into the band, and he came in '89 with Raging Silence. And I'd say they really started hitting their stride in the 90s with like Sea of Light from 95, but they've just put out really good, strong, consistent albums. Their last two records, Chaos and Color, their most recent, Living the Dream, the album before that were really, really good. And it's the same thing with Saxon. They've the last like the 2000s on, maybe even the 90s on, I think Saxon has just been really consistent, really strong. Like, I don't know, maybe like Killing Ground 2001 and from on, just put out great records. They have a new album out, Hellfire and Damnation, that came out this year. Carpe Diem was fantastic, 2022. It was one of my end of the year favorite records. So both these bands, they're not bands, in other words, that are living off of a couple great albums from the 80s or the 70s or something like that. They have that great back catalog, but they also have really good new albums. So I was just as excited to hear new stuff as I was to hear old stuff from both of these bands. Saxon, Adam, this surprised me. I didn't know this. Adam Wakeman was playing keyboards with them. I guess the touring keyboardist with them for Phil Lanzon. I'm not sure why Phil wasn't there. And Brian Tadler from Diamond Head was playing for Paul Quinn and Saxon. I guess Paul Quinn is retired from touring with the band. Okay, so Uriah Heep, I've got some clips here for you. They started their show with the title track from, or not both title tracks, the opening tracks from their most recent records. They had Save Me Tonight, which was a great opener, Grazed by Heaven. Save Me Tonight is from Chaos and Color. Grazed by Heaven is from Living the Dream. I love Grazed by Heaven. I love that chorus in that song. The band sounded great. Bernie Shaw sounded great. The mix was great. The only complaint I might have is, and I don't know if this was just a mix, I wish the backing vocals were a little bit more. You know, Uriah Heep is known for great backing vocals, and they were just a little bit far back. And at times it even made me question if these were like sampled background vocals, which I hope that they weren't. But the band sounded great. Mick Box, he sounded fantastic. So let's check out some clips here. This is Save Me Tonight and Grazed by Heaven. Of course, they also played a lot of classic stuff. The crowd went crazy when they played the classic stuff. They played, man, two of my top 10 Heap songs. They played Rainbow Demon. They played my other top 10 Heap song is Sunrise. I just love the chorus in that song. They also played Stealin' and kind of got the crowd going, clapping their hands and singing along with that. So that was really, really cool. All right, so Uriah Heep, man, just a great set. I was so excited for them. The crowd seemed to love them. The energy was just great. Mick Box took some like extended lead things at various points. That was really, really cool. And it was just a great show with a great mixture of old and newer stuff. Saxon, Same thing. They came out really strong, played a nice mixture of newer stuff, older stuff. Uh, just great. I mean, Biff sounds amazing. Brian Tadler, he sounded great with the band, had a lot of great leads, a lot of great double lead stuff. Hellfire and Damnation, the song was the opening track. I'll play that here for you in a second. Along with, then they went into one or two songs later, they did Sacrifice, which is the title track from their 2013 album. So just great high energy openers. Let's check out those tracks. Of course, Saxon also played classic songs. They did Crusader, which I love that song. So that was awesome. They played Heavy Metal Thunder. The energy on that, just fantastic. And then they did Denim and Leather, which is one of these, of course, heavy metal anthems. And I just loved it. The guitarists got up and they all did sort of this thing together at the front of the stage. That was, it sent a shiver up my spine. So this was just a absolutely fantastic show. But let's check out Crusader, Heavy Metal Thunder, and Denim and Leather. All right, there you go. There's the Saxon Uriah Heep at the Hard Rock Center, April 24th, 2024. Amazing show. If they're coming through your town, I know they're still out on tour as I'm putting this video out. Make sure you go out and see them because this is just a fantastic, great, perfect lineup together. You know, it really, they just... if you're a fan of either of these bands or both these bands, it was just a great night. So, all right, there you go. Let me know if you've seen them on this tour and let me know your thoughts down below. Till we see you again, make sure you rock hard, ride free.